More heated discussion today in Raleigh over a bill to ban diversity, equity, and inclusion programs in state and local governments.
House Bill 171, sponsored by Columbus County Representative Brendan Jones, does not allow state or public money to be used for DEI-related government programs. WECT's Ariana Bertolotti followed along today as lawmakers debated that bill. Like anything to do with DEI, Ariana, it's a pretty divisive piece of legislation.
It is, John. Republicans in the State and Local Government Committee are supportive of the bill, while Democrats and several members of the public who showed up to speak about the bill are opposed. During today's committee meeting, Representative Jones stood strong in his belief that the bill ensures competence, not categories, in government hiring practices. However, Jones did agree to remove the language in the bill, making it a crime to violate the rule. But a state employee who violates the law could still potentially lose their job. Although those changes did little to change opposition to the bill, with Democrats saying it goes against the state's values.
Anti-DEI efforts like this bill seek to intimidate employers into abandoning diversity initiatives, programs that ensure equitable workplaces, by falsely equating diversity efforts with discrimination.
To make sure public service in North Carolina is built on competence, not categories, that opportunity is earned, not assigned, and that our government serves everyone equally.
The bill still has to go through the House Rules Committee and then could get a vote on the floor. We'll let you know if anything progresses with the bill. Ariana Bertolotti, WECT News.
A lawmaker